Digital business models have become essential for all kinds of companies. To deliver an enriched customer experience, companies are required to be skilled in the four following areas. First off, companies need to become skilled at digital product innovation in order to meet with the changing expectations of customers. For example, the price of car insurance policies could be determined by how aggressively a person drives by using geolocation tracking technology. Secondly, companies need to provide a smooth multi-channel experience so consumers can move effortlessly from one channel to another. Online shoppers, for example, use smartphones to reserve a product online and pick it up in the store. In third instance, companies should use big data and advanced analytics to understand customers' behavior. Gaining insight into customers' buying habits to increase sales through more effective cross-selling is a great example. Finally, companies need to improve their skills in automating operations and digitizing business processes. This will enable quicker response times to customers while cutting costs. Each of these four levers pose a substantial challenge for IT. Traditional companies manage their product lines in isolated systems, which makes it difficult to quickly get a comprehensive view of customers. Customers also face difficulties to use multiple channels when pursuing a transaction, because channels are often managed and tracked independently. Another implication is that weak system integration and slow database access times can prevent customers from enjoying a real-time shopping experience. And finally, analytics capabilities and operational process flows are difficult to integrate. It is a difficult task for many executives to implement all four levers. An important reason is that the IT architecture and organization lack speed and flexibility. The ability to offer new products on a timely basis has become a crucial competitive factor, and it can only be achieved with an inherently error-prone software development approach of testing, failing, learning, adapting, and repeating quickly. Quality and resilience, in conjunction, come at slow speed but are important for management and core transactional activities. For these reasons, many companies need an IT architecture that can operate at different speeds. To deliver the required functionality, 8 building blocks need to be accommodated. The first building block is a 2-speed architecture. For a digital enterprise, it is crucial to have a fast-speed front-end to enable quick deployment of new software by avoiding time-consuming work. It is also necessary to maintain a slow-speed transaction-focused legacy back-end, which is designed for stability and high-quality data management. Secondly, the instant cross-channel deployment of functionality is necessary. It is highly recommended to make these microservices available across all channels. Another block is to make sure there's a zero downtime. Upgrades of systems may not interrupt consumers' experience. A commonly used mechanism is a fallback mechanism, so that issues arising in one service do not harm overall options more than necessary. Fourthly, an enterprise needs to analyze data generated by the customers in real time. Doing this will make analytics an integral part of operational processes and not just a standalone capability. Next, IT platforms should be able to adapt automatically to the workload. The sixth block focuses on the digital enterprises also needing easy process configuration, which means that users are able to change processes all by themselves and thus saving time, which would be otherwise spent by an IT developer. Next, industries that provide digital products need to decouple their services and products from their business processes. Finally, cybersecurity must be an integral part of the overall application of the organization. Traditional companies have to build an architecture designed for the digital enterprise on a legacy foundation. What's more, today's competitive markets are no longer allowing players to change architecture and business models sequentially. The transformation towards a digital platform is a continuous process of delivering new functionality. Successful digital transformations focus on the following aspects. First, architectures are heterogeneous, with transactional platforms managed for scalability and coexisting alongside other systems. The transformation can be sustained only if a high-level target architecture and standards are clearly described from the beginning. There is also no time to develop software by using a waterfall model and then separating the transformation into several phases. Nor is the solution to migrate all delivery to agile methodologies. The answer is to do both, but blend the benefits of agile into the waterfall model. Now, the software solution has to be constantly developed, tested, and implemented in an integrated fashion. This requires clear segregation of platforms into domains for fast, repeated delivery. Next, it is also necessary to establish a clear distinction between the two IT models and focus on transactional back-end architecture. Those systems require development and testing methodologies and must be managed for resilience and scalability. The partnership between business and IT has to be established during the transformation. Another aspect is that technology can become a key factor for a company's competitiveness during a transformation. In that way, expenses are managed as investments rather than just costs. This will often require a mindset shift for the organization. And last but not least, it makes sense to have an implementation plan that runs in 3 parallel streams. The digital transformation stream builds new functionality, supported by the results of a short-term optimization stream that develops solutions. The third stream eases the development of short-term measures and creates a sustainable IT infrastructure. This is called the architecture transformation stream. Overall, we can say that for most traditional companies, building a digital IT architecture became a prerequisite for surviving and thriving. Keeping up with technology is important because it makes it possible to compete with other digital enterprises and to live up to the customer expectations. We also have 2 critical remarks on this topic. Our first remark is that as the technology improves, tasks that were formerly performed by employees are now carried out by computer systems. Shall this improvement remove all the need for human workers, or are we going to see a world where humans and machines work together to tackle the problems? Our second and last remark is that because of the increasing digitalization in the business processes, but also in our society as a whole, there are a lot of prominent changes. We do not know whether these changes have positive or negative consequences as a result. Will the increased digitalization in our lives cause a more eroded or more complete social contact in both society and business life?